come with your broom or your pole, whatever you have. If you have two poles, even better. We're just going to start with one, but let's get going. We're going to have a seat with the pole. So we're sitting, of course, at the very front of your chairs, and we're going to put your affected hand on the pole. Try to grasp it and use your other hand to hold it in there. And those of us who don't have that issue, just put your hands on the pole any which way that is comfortable for you. Keep them close together, one over the other. And then we want to look down and notice if you have that affected hand. If you've got that affected hand, then you will likely have the pole close to that side. Try to get your pole in the middle with your feet nice and wide apart. And we don't want it too close to the chair, which with an affected hand is where it will likely be. So we're trying to push it out. All right. And in that position, holding that hand, we want to just stretch so that our arms get extended and we feel, everybody will feel stretch in the upper back. So sitting tall and reach them forward and pull it back in. Sit tall and reach them forward and bring it back in. And now try to focus your attention on going straight forward. We're not leaning over. We don't want to be leaning over to one side or the other or the pole. Reach and back. And one more, reach and back. And now we're going to put the pole out a little further and we're going to reach and lean. So we're leaning forward, pressing down on the pole and come back. So when we go forward, we're going to reach it to full extension and then lean. So we have some pressure under your feet, both feet. Think about the affected side more and come back. Reach it to full. Lean all the way forward with a flat back. So we don't want to be rounded here. Really try to get your spine aligned. And one more like this. And reach full extension. And lean. And then come back. So now we're going to do circles. So you could bring it in a little bit at the foot. It should be around, out as far as, I don't know, the middle of your shoe or toes of your shoes. And we're going to do a big circle. So we're trying to extend or flex or extend.
Really hard to hear you, Sue.
We're trying to get your affected arm, both arms, but especially that affected arm, very extended and moving in ways it does not move. So this would likely be difficult. And if you don't have that issue of an affected arm, it is a great stretch for both shoulder joints, for the back, low and high, and great for balance as well. Let's change direction now. Here we go. Let's change direction. Same thing. We're circling around and making that circle at the top. The bottom of your pole is not moving. Only the top is drawing a circle. Notice how I'm leaning back when it comes towards me, leaning forward when it goes away. So your torso is following the pole. And last circle. Last one, and come back to center. Nice. All right. So we're going to keep your hands on the pole and we're going to lean it over to one side. And as you do, you're going to lift that bottom cheek off of the chair. If you're able, do the best you can. Lift the foot and down. Same thing. I'm going to lean over on one bottom cheek. The pole is leaning. My arm is coming over, they're extended, and lifting if I'm able, and back down. We're going to do 3 more like that. I'm just going diagonally so maybe you can see better. I'm leaning to the side, lift, and down, and lean. Keep those hands on the pole, lift, and down. Good job. We're going to do the same thing going the other way. So we're going to lean the pole, lean your body, press down on the floor with the pole, lift and down. And lean and lift and down. Doesn't have to come up high. We just want all your body weight on one bottom cheek. And as we lean sideways here, we want to keep the back flat. One more like this. And lean and lift and down. Nice. All right, with the pole back in the center, we're going to lean as far forward as you can go. I'm going to turn sideways to show again. We're going to go straight forward, and we probably get a little bit lower now, keeping your back flat, feet are wide apart. As we come in, lift a leg up as high as you can. And forward. Same leg, we're going to do 4 on each side. And coming back and lift. All right, lean forward, arms straight, press down on your pole. And lift as you come back. And lean forward. And come back. Now, you can play around with where your hand is on the pole. All right, we're going to do the other side, the other leg now, same thing. And if you cannot lift that leg, do as much as you can mindfully on that side. It might be just lifting the toe. It might be just tightening the muscles. It might be nothing that we see, but you're focusing your attention on activity in those muscles. So here we go. Forward. And if you're not getting enough balance assist from the pole, move it, foot of it forward. So we would just move it forward to get a little more balance assist, and then you can reach further. Come back and reach and back. And last one, reach forward and come back. Nice work. All right, let's get that hand off of the pole. Just let your arms hang. That was a lot of arm work. Just let them, actually don't leave that under your neck, but we're gonna just let your arms dangle a little bit. We're gonna be doing a standing activity now. And if you have 2 poles and the use of both hands, use 2, but you should be somewhere with something behind you, whether it's a couch or you've got the wall behind you, or maybe your chair is behind you, but it's leaned up against the table so that it wouldn't slide. So you want to make sure that you've got something behind you. So whether you're using 1 pole or 2. And we're going to have your feet, well, let's get the poles on the floor, or your brooms on the floor, or maybe if you only have 1 pole, then you can use a chair on one side and a pole on the other. But I want to make sure that something is behind you in a safe, secure way. Mine is not. Make sure yours is. So we've got our poles on the floor. Mine are a little low right now. You want your arms level. Feet are 1 foot forward of the other. And we're going to squat, and come back up. Right? So we're going to use the poles as our balance assist, or pole or poles, whether you're using 1 or 2 or a chair, and squat down and come up. Let's keep going, and squat and up, and squat and up, and stop there. So this time, if you've got the use of both hands, because we want you to keep 1 hand on your pole or a chair, we're going to squat, and as we come up, we're going to open up 1 arm to the side and squat. But if you only have 1 arm that you're using, the other one is not giving you any balance assist, then keep your hands on your pole or your chair. And open. And squat. We're doing 3 more. Come up and open. And squat. And open. Here comes the last one. Maybe you're just keeping both, or keeping your pole on the floor. And open. Good. We're going to have 1 foot slightly ahead of the other. Feet are wide. And your toes out somewhat. So We're going to just use one. We're only going on one side at a time here. So I'm not sure if you have a hand on the chair. What we want to do is lean with the pole out to the side and come back. So if you're using two, then your other one is the foot is your balance assist, right? And bend the knee as you lean. Now watch the screen for a moment. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about the hips moving over. So your weight is moving over into that foot on the side you're leaning towards. One more. And lean. Nice. Now we're going to go the other way. If that's your weak side, then what you want, you might not have a pole in your hand, you might. And you might be stronger with your hand than your foot, but you definitely want to make sure that your strong side hand is giving you the balance assist that you need, and you do want to have some movement. So we're going to try and reach. This is the goal. You might be only here, and I want you to just recognize how far to the side you're going. Perhaps you're getting a little bit more with each one. We're doing two more after this one. And in, and reach, and in, and last one, reach, and in. Good job. So last one we're going to do here is we're going to use your poles again. We're using them for balance assist. All right, and we're going to keep your feet hip bone width. Make sure you've got something behind you for safety. And we're going to lift one foot up, down wide, weight is even. And lift up, down wide, weight is even. Now everybody's lifting at a different height. You might just be coming up 2 inches off the floor. That's perfectly fine. That's what your gait cycle would be. Two more this side, and up, down wide, and last one, up, down wide. We're going to do the other side. So when it comes up, no higher than your hip. All of you who are putting your foot around your neck, please don't go that high, all right? Here we go. Lift it up. Ha ha. Down wide, weight is even. Lift it up. Down wide, weight is even. Lift. If you're having trouble lifting at all, then shift the weight and try to get the heel off the floor. Two more. And lift and down. And last one, lift and down. Nice work, everybody. Please find your chair and safely have a seat with one of your poles or your broom or whatever you're using. And we're going to have your feet nice and wide. Once you're seated, and you're seated again at the front edge of your chair, we're going to have both hands on the pole, keeping it horizontal to the floor. So if you need to assist your weak side hand, do so. If not, we're going to have your hands shoulder width apart. And we're going to bring the pole up, and then we're going to reach it up as high as we can, and stretch out your torso as long as it can be, and bring it back down and down to your lap. So one more time, we're going to bring it up, and then reach, 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 hold, 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 down and to your lap. And one more time. Here we go. Last one. Bring it up and reach. Trying to get extension in places that you generally don't, but you should, so you can practice this. And down and back on your lap. Nice work, everybody. A lot of stretching, a lot of weight shifting. Nice for you. Good job today. I can't unmute you all, but I will do my best. Unmute yourself if you can. And nice. So hope you feel a lot better. You're stretched out. You've done some work. Your heart rate's up. You're feeling like you can just kick the day. You got a big kickstart to your day and we're ready to roll. Nice to see you all, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Have a great rest
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.